Your doctor will not tell you this about bone density and osteoporosis. Bone density actually starts to decline at around 35 years of age. Hey, everybody, my name is Vanessa Dyer. I'm a holistic dietitian helping women in perimenopause navigate changes in their bodies so they can feel better, be happy, and enjoy life. When we hear the word osteoporosis, most of us think of an 80-year-old woman with brittle bones using a walker, but the truth is our bone density starts to decline around 35 years of age, and that's when perimenopause can start. You can't feel your bone density declining, and unfortunately, 1 in 6 women over the age of 50 have osteoporosis. In this video, I'll talk about what osteoporosis is, how menopause increases our risk of osteoporosis, and what you can start doing today to protect your bones in the long run. Osteoporosis is when our bones become weak and fragile, increasing our risk of fractures. So if you have osteoporosis and you do break a bone or get a fracture, your bones are not going to heal properly, and this reduces our quality of life. You do not want to end up in a nursing home. And I'm not trying to be morbid. I'm just trying to be realistic because I feel like people don't talk about this enough. But the amount of people I saw pass away from a broken hip or a broken ankle in the nursing home was just very depressing. Menopause significantly increases our risk of osteoporosis. One of the many hats and responsibilities of estrogen is regulating 2 cells involved with bone health. These are osteoblasts, aka the builders that build new bone, and osteoclasts, aka recyclers that break down old bone to make room for new bone. So when estrogen starts to drop and fluctuate, so does the activity of these bone builders and bone recyclers. To improve bone density, you need a very specific team. This team consists of calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, vitamin D, and strength training. Calcium and phosphorus combine to create the main component of bone called hydroxyapatite. Vitamin D makes sure that our body is absorbing the calcium that we are consuming. Magnesium activates vitamin D and regulates those bone builders and bone recyclers. And strength training keeps our whole bone structure reinforced. Calcium is something that a lot of people struggle with. Even I used to struggle with this a lot. And there are some days where I'm like, oh, dang, I don't think I had enough calcium today. You want to make sure you're getting at least 1,000 milligrams of calcium if you're under the age of 50 and 1,200 milligrams of calcium if you're over the age of 50. And I know you're probably thinking, wow, that's overwhelming. That's a lot of calcium and that's impossible. It is possible to get the daily amounts of calcium that you need a day. Now, most of us know that milk and milk products have calcium, so I'm not going to go over that. But if you're on the non-dairy bandwagon, don't worry, you do have options. I do recommend pausing this part, taking a picture, taking a snapshot, because as you can see here, dark green leafy vegetables are a great source of calcium. Most of them you do want to cook because they contain what's called oxalates. Oxalates prevent our bodies from absorbing minerals from these dark green leafy vegetables. So when you cook them, it helps reduce the oxalates. Now, I've talked about this before, but if you're new here, 90% of Americans actually are deficient in vitamin D. So if you haven't had your vitamin D checked, I highly encourage you to do so. But eggs, fatty fish, fortified milk, and sunlight are great sources of vitamin D. Phosphorus is found in protein-rich foods. So as long as you are eating at least 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight, you should be getting enough phosphorus. Magnesium is something that 50% of people are not getting enough of. You want to make sure you're getting at least 350 milligrams of magnesium a day. Focus on fatty fish, nuts, beans, lentils, peas, and dark green leafy vegetables. I do have a magnesium-rich food guide linked in the description, as well as my full blog post containing everything that you need to know about osteoporosis and menopause, including the types of exercises that build strong bones and the duration of these exercises that you want to be doing each week. See you next time.